My name is Samuel Rico, and this is the demo for the Jkff flip-flop. Eh, So, a couple requirements for the Jkff flip-flop. The first one being that the flip-flop is triggered by negative edges of the clock. So we can see the back edges right here is what triggers any sort of motion. So there's a change here, another back end, and change here, back end right here, there's changes, back end right here, changes, and so on and so forth. So that works. Next is the synchronous clear. So when the clear is at 1, then Q should be 0. So clear is 1, Q is 0, so that works. Next is the preset. So when the preset is at 1, Q should also be at 1. So we can see the preset is at 1 and Q is at 1. Next, we test out the JKs. So we're going to do JK00, JK01, JK10, and JK11. So for that one, when J and K are both zeros, there is no change to Q. So right now, Q is 1, and JK stays at 0, 0, then Q stays at 1, and if it continues being 0, 0, it continues to be 1. So that works. Up next, we have J as 0 and K as 1. So when J is 0 and K is 1, Q turns into 0. So here we have J as 0 and K as 1, and the Q is a 0. Scoot this over a bit. Next, we have when J is 1 and K is 0, then we should have a value of 1 for Q, and Q is in fact 1. And then when both J and K are 1, then Q becomes the opposite of what it once was. So if Q is 1 right now, then it should be a 0 when they're both on, and that is true. So that is all.